So what we have here is just a quart of 5W30 motor oil. There's no motor oil in it right now. As you can see, there's we have a hole here and a hole here, and this is basically a vacuum hole that goes all the way down inside. See if we unscrew this top here and look down in it, we can see that this tube goes all the way down into the bottom, where there's barely just the slightest hint of gas in there. So what this does is this is actually going to be connected to the fuel intake on the engine, and when the engine's moving, it obviously creates the suction. The cap goes back on here, and the only place to get the air in would be through this tube, which goes all the way down into the gas, and then as the air is released through the gas, it comes back up. That's kind of where it creates your fumes, which then get sucked up through this tube and into the engine. So, as you saw just a minute ago, there was barely any gas in there. And for demonstration purposes, I put this clip on here, which is, only an inch or two above the end of the hose. So there's absolutely no way that this can get all the way down in there. So, see if I can somewhat get a light on there so I can show you guys. You can still see that clip kind of. And then I'll just shove that right through that little hole. So that hose isn't even in there a quarter of an inch, so there's no way it's all the way down there into the gas. But we're gonna go up here. We follow this hose up. It goes straight to the intake on the engine. There's no extra hidden hoses or anything like that. This other hose here is just a vacuum, because this part here on this carburetor is actually the fuel pump. So we'll come over here. We'll turn the key on, push the brake, and we'll start the engine. And as you see, as I take this intake hose out of where the fumes are being generated, the engine quits. So, obviously, this is just a very brief, basic prototype of this concept that I've done. I'm not the first one to do it. There's plenty of other videos out there. But, I can use different size hoses, different size bottles, more hoses, less hoses, there's a whole bunch of different things you can do to tweak this to get a good mixture for your application. I'm just doing this as a proof of concept on this riding mower. So one more thing I can show you guys is if we look down... Drop my phone. Anyways, if we look down here on this riding mower, this is actually the fuel line coming off of it. And that's connected to nothing. Kind of see fuel dripping out there. So that's just more proof that there's no extra gas coming into this anyway. But I'm actually planning to run a truck off of this method. So I just kind of wanted to try it on a riding mower first and see if I could even, get something going and seeing how possible it was. And that took me literally like 5 minutes to do. So if I can do it, you can do it. And since I'm running off fumes and not straight gas, I'm obviously burning a lot less gas. And it will save me money.